Hey everyone. Today I want to explain to you all the important role ecosystem services play in an urban environment. Ecosystem services are broadly any positive benefit that wildlife or ecosystems provide to people, either directly or indirectly. The Millennium Ecosystem Assessment breaks these down into four main categories: provisioning, regulating, supporting, and cultural. Provisional services are ecosystem services that can be directly observed as material or energy outputs of a system, such as food or water. This service will not be discussed in the context of this vlog, as it's rare to source provisioning services within an urban ecosystem, with the obvious exception of communal gardens. Regulating services, however, are benefits provided by an ecosystem's function. This comes in many forms, but examples include regulating air quality, carbon storage, wastewater treatment, erosion prevention, which is discussed in greater detail in my other blog, Making Peace with the Mekong. It's also seen in flood prevention and natural ventilation. Supporting services are the baseline services you'd think of when you think about an ecosystem, especially its relationship with the natural world. These include stuff like habitats and wildlife diversity. Finally, cultural services. Cultural services are the non-physical benefits we obtain from the ecosystems, such as spiritual or psychological benefits. These are the benefits we experience when you go for a walk through nature, when you look at the clouds, look at the sunset, that sort of thing. These benefits can be so profound that they drive tourism. A 2022 study used physiological eye movement and heart rate variability data to evaluate a person's positive and negative emotional reaction when presented with an urban green space landscape scene. This study showed that high vegetation cover in urban green spaces increased environmental satisfaction, and woodland community areas improved people's physiological and psychological responses. Unfortunately, when compared to more profitable residential, commercial, and industrial land uses, these services are rarely economically competitive. This has resulted in them getting repeatedly sidelined. However, in 2015, the United Nations agreed on 17 Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, to provide a blueprint for future development of the planet. These goals aimed to ensure the longevity of our current living standards, and relevant to this discussion today are goals number 3, good health and well-being, and 11, sustainable cities and communities. By building sustainable urban environments, we aim to fulfill these goals and provide a better living environment for the people of the future. Several approaches have been attempted in the past to increase the abundance of ecosystem services within an urban environment, with modern approaches such as mandatory green roofs in Basel, Sweden, and living walls in London or Medellin becoming more common. Today, I am going to look at a couple of the more drastic attempts urban planners have made in the past to try and work out what works and what doesn't.